Good morning, this is Pamela Bluewater with J&S Biblical Productions. The Apostle Paul wrote to the Christians in Corinth in 56 AD about three important Christian virtues: faith, hope, and love. Faith makes all things possible. Hope makes all things work, and love makes all things beautiful. How can we remember all these important virtues? Our next guest is going to tell us a true story that happened to her to put these together. Welcome to J&S, the beautiful Peony water stream.
Thank you. So great to be here.
It's so good to see you. So, Peony, what is your fantastic love story that's going to blow our socks off?
Miss Bluewater, I was a young, starry-eyed college student about to graduate and head back home to Springfield, Missouri. After 4 years of study, I would soon have to face the real world. Our college campus in Ohio had only one Christian church. In addition to studying agriculture, I had time to go to church once a week. But I never dated, never kissed a boy, and never went to a fraternity party. I somehow stumbled across Corinthians chapter 13, which was the Apostle Paul's letter to the Christians in Corinth, teaching them how to be better Christians. Our minister had us memorize 1 Corinthians 13, which I tried to cram in my head, especially chapter 13, verse 13. And that's what you invited me here to talk about.
Yes, go on. I think something's coming.
Yes, indeed. We learned from the Apostle Paul that faith comes first. It makes all things possible. So I was determined to leave my fate to Jesus. Hope makes all things work. This is the second part of chapter 13, verse 13, and this was the toughest part for me to believe. Here I was at a Midwestern college without fraternities. How was I supposed to meet the man of my dreams when I studied plants and leaves all day, sometimes falling asleep trying to memorize the Latin names for all the parts of a leaf? I didn't know if I could ever pass a biology exam in photosynthesis when I just wanted to meet a nice guy, fall in love, get married, and have kids.
Can you explain what is photosynthesis, and then did something happen?
Oh, yes. Photosynthesis is when carbon dioxide and sunlight are absorbed by the green pigment in the leaves called chlorophyll. Glucose sugar is synthesized and oxygen is released. And yes, Jesus must have been looking down on me and felt sorry for me. I hung on to the second part of chapter 13, verse 13, hope, which makes all things work. But how was photosynthesis going to help me? I never got out of my biology books except to go back to the girls' dormitory. And like I said, I was having trouble understanding why they named the parts of the leaf in Latin when I spoke English.
So it sounds like you were doomed.
Actually, not yet. One time I was carrying a huge load of biology books when I literally ran into the drinking fountain. I couldn't see it over the top of my books. I slipped on the floor mat, and all the books and notebooks I was carrying went up into the air and down on top of me, including a large Bible.
Were you okay? Was there somebody there to help?
Yeah, there was actually a boy behind me who wasn't paying attention. He shoved me into the drinking fountain, and I went down in a heap of indescribable objects.
Now I think something's coming.
Yep, the boy was in my same biology class. He was also studying for an agricultural degree. He helped me pick up all my books, and the next thing I knew, faith, hope, and love was right there, right in front of my face. The Apostle Paul had it right. Faith, hope, and love, the three virtues fit together. Paul, that was also the boy's name. We started studying together, eating together, and he helped me get an A in photosynthesis. We graduated together, got married the next day after graduation, and we opened up our own plant and flower shop. We called it Paul and Peonies after ourselves. And we're going to have children after we open up our third plant and flower store. We tell all our customers how we met. And we even installed a drinking fountain in our shop, just like the one we ran into each other at.
Peony, you remind me of another young lady who stopped by our studios. Her name was April Winsong, and she met the man of her dreams on a merry-go-round. And her story was just as ridiculous.
Oh, wait, Miss Sedgway. Peony had Jesus on her side. He was reminding her that her belief in 1 Corinthians chapter 13, verse 13 was the most important lesson for all Christian believers.
I wasn't trying to ridicule Peony. I was just trying to say we should all memorize faith, hope, and love because they are absolutely connected.
Okay. Well, all right, Peony, your story will definitely help all of us learn 1 Corinthians chapter 13, verse 13. Faith, hope, and love remains, but the greatest of these is love. Good morning.
What are your thoughts on today's story? We'd like to know. So, leave a comment and subscribe to our channel, J&S Authentic Biblical Productions. Whether it's the Word of God through parables, true stories illustrating parables, or true stories in the life of Jesus Christ with commentary, you can see them all by subscribing to the most comprehensive collection of videos of biblical stories for you and your family. Have a blessed day.